The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to week 3 of the Life After AEP webinar series. We are very excited to have you on today. We've got a really great learning platform for you, and we've got a great partner with us today. One thing I am extremely excited that we have got a lot of people coming back again and again and again for our training sessions. So first of all, thank you for honoring us with your time and coming back to learn throughout this 6-week webinar series. We've got a lot of great webinars yet to come. We've handled a whole lot of carriers to this point, and I think there's a whole lot of learning going on. So we're excited to continue. Today we've got a great carrier partner with CIGNA. We've got a ton of great information to go over, and we're really excited to move through the conversation as quickly as we can. We always know that to try and put an entire carrier's product portfolio into an hour is probably a little bit ambitious, but at the same time, it hopefully will stimulate some better understanding of the carrier itself, familiarization, and if there are questions that you have there for your marketer, be sure to reach out to them. They're a great source of information, and they really can keep things rolling for you, with regards to the knowledge. Today we've got our regional vice president. Her name is Maggie Medic. She is a CIGNA rep that is going to help us to understand as best she can the CIGNA products as well as their order entry platform. It's in my opinion, the very best in the industry. So if you have not seen this platform, I highly recommend that you stick through the webinar all the way to the end. There's I've seen the presentation many times, and quite frankly, I believe that CIGNA has cornered the market on the e-application type process. So be sure to stick around for that. Also, we've got some real exciting cash for apps kind of information Maggie's going to share with us at the end. So without any further ado, Maggie, are you there?
Hi, David. I'm here.
Oh, great. Hey, so glad you could join us today, and thank you for sharing some insight on CIGNA's products as well as the business platform available through CIGNA. So why don't we go ahead and get started with your presentation, and we'll let you take it from here.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, David, and good afternoon, everybody. I am super excited to spend this afternoon with you guys. Again, my name is Maggie Medic, and I work with a senior agent distribution across the country. David, first of all, thank you for allowing me this opportunity to get in front of your agents and just to talk about our suite of products, our sophisticated platform, broker portal, and how these products fit into your agents' portfolios. You know, when I think of AmeriLife, I couldn't find enough good words to describe the importance of our partnership and what AmeriLife represents to CIGNA. You know, I travel across the country. I can go places in the middle of nowhere, state of Washington, and I'll have agents ask me, hey, do you work with AmeriLife? Do you know somebody at AmeriLife? How are they successful? How did they do it? What is the secret? So, David, your organization, you guys have a proven track record in introducing the innovative products, industry-leading products into the marketplace, and obviously offering this personalized service, not only to carriers, but your agents, consumers, and list goes on. Your commitment.
I think I may have seen some communication indicating we were the #1 agency in the United States with your company. Is that accurate?
You are one of our, well, you are the #1 partner for CIGNA, and obviously our history goes decades back. So just your partnership in general is so important, and just overall CIGNA organization. You know, your commitment to the agent distribution education, support is unmatched. So I personally wanted to thank you for all of that. And, you know, at CIGNA, we truly value our agent distribution. You know, we could not do what we do daily without our agents, without our brokers. So I often say at CIGNA, agent distribution is our bread and butter. You know, so anytime I see an organization like AmeriLife supporting the agent by providing these types of interactive trainings, incentives, exclusive trainings, I always appreciate it. So just from bottom of my heart, thank you, and thank you for this opportunity. So let's move along. We are all obviously on the telephone. We're all in the senior market. And your senior population, they'll be familiar with CIGNA, you know, because we insure large percentage of Fortune 500 companies. We have insured Disney employees for 20 plus years, which I think speaks a lot of volume to who CIGNA is. You know, we insure clients like NFL, NHL, anything from school boards. We're probably one of the largest insurers for government constituents. So why CIGNA Supplemental? You know, with CIGNA Supplemental, we felt the obligation to make sure that we have a product for every stage of our customer life. So when we think of somebody, right, that has put in, let's say, 20 years at Disney and is retiring, we wanted to make sure that that employee has products similar to what they're used to having at Disney to continue for the rest of their life. You know, we want our seniors to stay healthy and to improve their quality of life. And that's our mission. That's our mission statement in the essence.
We actually use CIGNA here for our health plan.
I gotcha. Wow. Yeah, exactly. So, and it's interesting because if you work for a company, you know, I work for CIGNA, right? So I might have only one carrier option, CIGNA. You know, if you have an employee, let's say for FedEx or even AmeriLife, they might have an option of CIGNA and maybe Aetna or another carrier. But when you think about our senior population, right, when they age into the Medicare, they all of a sudden have 40 different carriers. So that's why I always say the agent distribution is so important in what we do, because obviously Medicare can get very overwhelming, you know, very confusing, especially for somebody that's a senior. So on this slide in front of you, you'll notice, you know, we started in the insurance industry over 200 years, to be exact, 225. We are one of the oldest insurance carriers, and from the global perspective, we are the largest. We have offices in 39 plus countries. So what I think is more astonishing is that we have over 95 million active customer relationships. So anytime you talk to your senior, they're going to be familiar with CIGNA. So you guys have that advantage. Besides our product portfolio, besides our agent tools and resources, I'd say that's the most valuable thing that you can offer to your client from CIGNA perspective is just our brand recognition. You know, we have fancy commercials on TV. I'm sure you've all seen it, the TV doctors. And then, like I said, we insure a majority of the Fortune 500 companies. So let's look at the next slide, CIGNA Supplemental Benefits, the product portfolio. This is our current suite of products. But if you think about it, if you work for any major company, right, these are the product types that employer typically offers. You have medical, you have dental, you have critical illness, and some sort of life insurance product. The only difference really here is that you as an agent, you're now bringing these Fortune 100 company products into your client's hands on an individual basis. So now this client that maybe worked for FedEx for 20, 30, 40 years, now they are retiring and they can purchase these products on their own, thanks to the AmeriLife partnership and obviously our agent distribution. So it's something to be proud of, right? As an agent on the street, you know, be proud that you guys can offer these Fortune 100 company products on the individual standalone basis.
And Maggie,
so
just to make sure that all the agents on the webinar are clear, obviously we're the Life After AEP webinar series. We're gearing this information to an agent who would be in the Medicare marketplace. So whether they're selling Medicare supplements or Medicare Advantage plans, reworking that client base through a variety of different products, all offered under one carrier, is certainly a way to be very, very efficient, number one. And number two, kind of, if you're selling CIGNA Medicare products, it's a way to kind of keep the organization of the billing as well as the brand recognition and the name recognition of CIGNA all under that one house. So we're going to not only look at the final expense plan, since we are kind of life focused in this webinar series, we're also going to look at some of these other offerings, because I believe that a lot of times the Medicare Advantage sale or some of the Medicare related sales out there could really use the assets that you bring to the table here with this variety of products. And I think it's really important that we understand, I know you offer a life product, that's great, but we also want to make sure we're focusing on some of these other ancillary kind of products that can bring additional value to the clients we do business with. So I'll let you take it from there, Maggie.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you, David. And yeah, great way to put it. Speaking of efficiency, that's what I want to show you guys today, how you guys can cross-sell these products, add additional products to your product portfolio, like David said, very efficiently. So we'll go over that in a few moments. Now, let's spend a little time on our CIGNA Medicare Supplement portfolio. This is our most competitive product right now, and if you look at the map, we're pretty much competitive in 40+ states. Whenever you speak of a Medicare supplement client or Medicare supplement carrier, usually they're competitive maybe 5, 10 markets, maybe even 15. For CIGNA to dominate 40+ markets, it's huge. There's lots of opportunity for you guys out there. And when you think about Medicare space in general, right, we always hear that saying 10,000 baby boomers will turn 65 today, and on average, 10,000 more baby boomers will turn 65 every day for the next 14+ years. But I think where even bigger opportunity lies is the existing pool of Medicare clients. So today with Medicare, we have a 50+ million clients that are in Medicare eligible. So that's your pool of customers. And not only that you can offer Medicare and save them money, maybe you're talking to a client that's 67 years old, maybe they got sold Medicare Advantage plan or Medicare supplement plan when they turned 65, and maybe by the time they turn 67, 68, they haven't even heard from their agent. So you guys have that opportunity, right, to save somebody money, and how rewarding is it to save a senior money on their Medicare supplement policy. But then in addition, you have this great opportunity to cross-sell and add these additional products. And that's the products that we're going to talk about today. Our Medicare supplement products, they have some really great value-add programs, such as Silver and Fit program. If you guys are familiar with Silver sneakers, very familiar to that. We offer 7% household discounts on our Medicare supplement. We have the newest launched Medicare supplement product called CHLIC. It stands for CIGNA Health and Life Insurance Company. And pretty much if you look at it on the map, if you look at any of the sky blue color states, those are the hottest markets that we have today. You can go to any one of those markets and find CIGNA to be #1 or top 3 carriers as far as the Medicare supplement pricing. So I always encourage my agent, if you have a non-resident license or if you have other states that you potentially could market, you're always welcome to do that, because with CIGNA, we make it super easy to do telephonic sales. None of our products require a wet signature. How many of us like to chase people for signature, right? Customers for signature. With CIGNA, you don't have to do that. You can take the entire application right over the phone, and we'll talk about that in a second. So Again, we're not going to spend too much time on Medicare Supplement, but if you guys need any help, definitely reach out. David, your team is wonderful and true experts on our Medicare Supplement product. So definitely reach out to David and the team, and we'll make sure that you get all the training and information that you need. So first product that I believe is such a great complement to MedSup is, we all know actually, is our final expense plan, whole life. People age 60 and plus, right? That's the fastest growing segment to buy life insurance. You know, many seniors, they want to avoid being a financial burden for their children when they die, especially since funeral expenses just keep going up and up over the years. According to the National Funeral Directors Association, cost of funeral in 2013 was nearly almost $10,000. And we all know it can be a lot more than that when you add up other bills. And if seniors have some money, they typically want to leave it behind to their kids or grandchildren. So when they sit down with you, right, and when they say, well, I want to leave the money to my kids, you should remind them that might not be the smartest option, right? Think about income tax, estate taxes. Those fees, they can wipe out 50% of the, or more of the money. So it might be better to invest and use this money to pay for a life insurance premium for a policy that can, you know, go income and estate tax free for the family. So besides the burial expenses, some seniors can use life insurance to protect their Social Security benefits. So here's the cheat sheet on the screen that was created by our product industry experts that will help you be an expert in front of your customers. I always say this is an exercise that you should do on every one of your clients. I actually did one with my mom. I asked my mom, hey, do you know what happens if dad passed away? Do you know what happens to your Social Security? She had no idea. You would be surprised how many of our seniors have no idea what happens to their Social Security benefit or their pension when the other spouse dies. So in this exercise, right, you have a client. We're not going to spend too much time on this sheet. It is available for you guys, and I'll show you in a second where all of our forms and materials are stored so that you guys can easily access them. But for this specific example, you know, we started with an income of $4,600, roughly $4,650, right? And with one spouse dying, this customer, this household lost 60% of the income. They were left with $1,850. So this is something that you guys can do. This is an exercise that you guys can do with your clients. And I think I have the, I'm going to show you the cheat sheet, or David, we can make sure to share this with everybody on the call.
Sure.
It's basically called What to Lose, and it's stored under our Agent View CIGNA portal. So we'll make sure that everybody gets this little worksheet. So let's move along. Final expense, right? It's all about offering peace of mind to the customer, and let's go over some of the quick features of our product. So we have the death benefit from $2,000 to $25,000. This makes it really attractive, especially when you're talking to your Medicare, right, Medicare client. Think about your Medicare Advantage client that maybe isn't so concerned about big life insurance policy because they waited till they're 70 to even start talking about life insurance, right? We all know those clients that have no life insurance, and if you wait until you're 65 plus, you're going to pay hefty price for a life insurance product. So the fact that this product goes down to $2,000, I think it makes it really flexible for you guys to cross-sell to your Medicare Advantage or Medicare Supplement clients. Coverage for individuals issue age 50 to 85. And obviously the first line, you can sell this over the phone. No wet signature required. This is a huge advantage that CIGNA has. And again, it goes back to we always try to make it easy to do business with for our agents. We have level and modified benefit. Very simplified underwriting. You answer the questions no, you're approved at the level benefit. You answer one of the questions in the next section, yes, you're going to get modified benefit. Policies are issued within 3 to 5 days. I can tell you, even during this open enrollment, during the AEP, we had a record year in selling our CIGNA Medicare Supplement products. And on all of our product lines, all of our customer service levels, all of our hold times were less than 60 seconds. So if you called into a CIGNA during the AEP, you were not on a hold time for more than 60 seconds, whether it was agent resource line, customer line, provider's line, or commissions and agent website. So we really strive ourselves on the customer service and how we treat our agents. So policies are issued very quickly, and as soon as they're issued, you guys are getting paid. So the sooner they're issued, the sooner you're getting your commission. Spouses can be both on the same application, regardless. Maybe you have one spouse that's maybe not as healthy as the other one. They can still be on the same application so that they can receive that 5% spousal discount. The next line, no annual policy fee. Who likes products that have application fee? Most of our products have no app fee. So this is another nice feature that CIGNA offers. There is no policy fee. There is no height and weight chart, and obviously premiums are locked in. So this is a very stable product. You lock it in, and obviously the younger you lock it in, the better it is for the client. So let's move along. Again, final expense, it's all about providing a peace of mind to your client. You know, it gives customers a sense of that they're taking care of themselves and not being a burden on a family. Our Whole Life is an excellent complementary product, and we make it super easy to add to your Medicare supplement or Medicare conversation. All of our products are stored on one single platform, and we'll talk about that website in a second. But I'll show you how easy it is to cross-sell and add these additional products. Here's the quick map so you can see where Whole Life, our final expense product, is available today. It's not available in Florida. We filed it, but it's not available yet. And then in New York, just a general rule of thumb, CIGNA doesn't have any products in New York. We do have on our commercial side. So here's the map, pretty much available in most of the states, most of the country. Again, here's a quick overview of the level benefit, right? So the level benefit, it just means that the client on the application answered all of the questions no. And you can see the premium, the sample premium rates at the bottom of the screen as well. And then modified benefits, it basically just means that the client, you answered one of the questions yes. So there is a set of 7 questions. I think I'm hearing low noise, but hopefully everybody can hear me. If you answer first set of questions no, you're getting the level benefit. And then if you answer the second set of questions, if you answer one question yes, you're getting a dismodified benefit. And then just let us know if you guys have any questions, jot them down, and then we'll make sure to answer them at the end of the call.
Yeah, if you would feel free to go ahead and type in any questions you have along the way. We'll go ahead and read them at the end all at once, but so that you don't forget your question, go ahead and get it off your mind and send it in the chat window.
Exactly. Again, single year issue age 50 to 85, male, female rated. Tobacco rating, we look back standard 12 months. And then definitely this 5% premium discount is nice, and the no application fee. Again, most of our products have no application fee, so that's just a nice feature that CIGNA offers. Now, we do have some additional riders. We're not going to spend too much time on the details of these riders, but they are available. You have the terminal illness benefit rider that's automatically included in a level benefit. So if your client is healthy and they answered all of the questions no, then terminal illness is automatically included at no additional charge. Now, if your client is a bit unhealthy and maybe they got the modified rate, then terminal illness is just not available. And then another nice rider that we have on the whole life is accidental death benefit rider. It goes at age 50 to 85, and obviously it's going to terminate at age 100. Now the benefit, it just kind of means accelerated increased benefit. So it's ranging from $10,000 to $50,000. And I can tell you this rider is pretty affordable, pretty inexpensive. Simplified issue underwriting, we've just gone over that. Now the easiest way to submit the application for our whole life is through our Express app. Now this Express app is where we store all of our products. Whether you're selling the Medicare Supplement, cancer, heart, and stroke, accident, or whole life final expense, you're going to find all of the products on our Express app. And make sure you write down this website. It's called agentviewcigna.com. Here's just a quick example of the application, and I'll show you in a second. Actually, we'll log into the website and I'll show you this. Now, a quick note on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, we do check the RX checkup. We also have a declinable drug list. We'll be happy to share that with you. And then on a whole life final expense product, we do have one additional step, and that's the telephone interview. So whenever you fill out the application online and you submit it, you click submit. At the end of the call, or at the end of the call with the customer, at the end of the application, you'll be given a reference number, and you can actually call the telephone verification line with your client on the phone. I always tell my clients, my agents, just do the conference the client in. You know, don't have them call back tomorrow or the next day because it's usually hard to get hold of him. So make sure while you have him on the phone to conference him in to complete this quick telephone interview. And I can tell you, even during our AEP, I've gotten so much feedback on our telephone interview line, how quick it was, how simple it is, how we don't ask too many questions. So we just make the process really simple. But very important, just get it done while you have the client on the phone. So let's move along this phone verification. Write down this number if you have a chance. It's 866-825-4822. And this is the same phone verification line that goes into the Medicare supplement as well. So if you have a Medicare supplement that needs underwriting and it's not open enrollment case, then obviously you're going to need a telephone interview, same process. So this is a telephone interview line for all of our products. So let's move along. Again, phone sales, we'll be happy to share this presentation with you so you guys can have these details. You don't have to worry about writing all of the notes. But again, the main thing is just conference the client in, and all of our supplemental products are all basically serviced at the same telephone line. And again, the number is 866-825-4822. Now, this just shows you whether you submit the app online or maybe you want to fax a paper app in, we're still going to need a telephone interview. It kind of acts as the electronic signature. So just remember, the whole life final expense will need a telephone interview on, regardless how you submit it. One other requirement that we need you to do before you sell our final expense is to complete this anti-money AML training. Okay, if you already completed the LIMR course, then you would have to take the refresher course titled Ramifications of Money Laundering, Anti-Money Laundering for Insurance Review. Now, if you've already completed an anti-money laundering training with another company, please note you still will have to complete the LIMR course to be able to write and submit CIGNA business. All of the information, if you guys need help finding what course and all of the additional information, everything is on our broker portal. agentsviewsigna.com. So let's move to the fun part. With Cigna Final Expense, we actually have lots of incentives happening right now. One of the incentives for agents is you will receive free leads, okay? Now, this is how it works. Very simple. If you sell $3,000 in issued annualized premium per month, you will qualify for 1,000 lead mailers. You can earn this every month, and I have tons of agents that qualify for this. They love this program. I have agents that said, hey, Maggie, I have my own lead program company. Can I get the cash? Absolutely. So we'll give you cash, what's equivalent to 1,000 lead drops, which is about 400, I believe right now it's 460 bucks. Now think about $3,000 in annual premium. That's not that many policies. I see agents that hit this with 4 policies a month. So if you just sell 4 or 5 policies with Cigna Final Expense, you're gonna get these 1,000 lead drops, or we'll give you cash for the lead drops if you want to use a company of your own.
Maggie, they're going to get another.
So
they're going to get another 1,000-piece mailer from us every time they've hit their 10th piece of business.
Oh wow!
So what a great opportunity to sort of maximize the perpetual lead opportunities with both companies in combination.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. I have an agent in St. Louis that is very successful with this, and you know, he goes on 20 appointments a week, and he'll sell off of our lead drops. He'll always sell like 1 policy a week. So yeah, definitely nice way to maximize this opportunity, David. So again, very simple, $3,000 in issued annualized premium. We're super excited to share that program with you guys. So let's talk about next product that complements the Medicare sale, right, the senior population. It's flexible choice cancer, heart, and stroke. I can tell you this is probably one of the hottest selling products next to our Medicare supplement. So that's why I wanted to spend a few minutes talking about this product as well. Again, all of these products we make it super easy to cross-sell because they're all on the same portal. So when you guys are talking to your customer, it's just a matter of checking a checkbox. Now, whenever I talk to my Medicare supplement agents, right, sometimes I'll hear this. They'll say, well, Maggie, Medicare supplement covers everything, so why do they need this additional cancer coverage? Look at the first line. 60% of the cost that's tied to treating cancer is non-medical, and that's according to American Cancer Society. I have agents that have shared with me stories where their client had to move to Mayo Clinic. They had to get up and get an apartment next to Mayo Clinic to receive the cancer treatment that they were getting. So who needs these products, these additional products? Everybody. This is not to replace the final expense or life insurance policy. This is simply in addition to the life insurance policy. If you look at these stats, right, we're all familiar. 1 in 2 men will have risk of developing cancer in their lifetime. And 1 in 3 women will have risk of developing cancer in their lifetime. Did you guys know that 75% of those cancers are actually age 55 and older? So think about your senior when you're talking to a 65-year-old. Just think about what chances they have of obtaining a critical illness, of getting diagnosed with cancer. It's pretty high risk. So that's why we have these additional products. Yes, David?
Oh, I was just saying it's staggeringly high, and statistically speaking, they're so very likely to get a diagnosis of cancer in the later years of life. It's just I think maybe the cancer product should be on every client's product portfolio.
Yes, absolutely. And I always tell my agents, David, if you're not showing these products to your clients, you're really doing a disservice to your client.
Without a doubt.
Real quick, Yeah, real quick, I'm going to go over the features, key features of this product. Check this out. It goes from $5,000 to $100,000 lump sum. So think about your life insurance client. Maybe you talked about final expense, CIGNA final expense, right? Maybe you sold them a Medicare supplement policy. Now you added a CIGNA final expense because customer wants the CIGNA brand. They want to make it easy and have all of their products in one, one sort of like one bill. So let's say they wanted more than $25,000. Well, this is where the cancer, heart, and stroke comes in. You can even assign a beneficiary. So let's say you have a client that signed up for a $100,000 lump sum heart stroke plan, and let's say that client passes away from heart attack. They're going to get, your beneficiary will get the $100,000 lump sum. So we're still going to pay the lump sum even if the primary passes away.
Wow, I did not know that. That's fantastic.
Yes, exactly. Issue age from 18 to 99. Guys, how many products out there we have that go up to age 99? This is a huge advantage for you guys and huge, huge opportunity. Again, our life insurance product goes up to age 85. I have clients that maybe sign up for final expense, but then their spouse is maybe 90, and now they don't have a product for them. Well, now you can offer them cancer, heart, and stroke. And again, think about the odds and the chances of a senior getting diagnosed with one of these diagnoses, right? Think about the chances of a 65-year-old that eventually in their life they're going to pass away from either what? Cancer, heart attack, or stroke, right? All of my grandparents, they all passed away from either heart attack or stroke. So you have individual rates, single parent rates, guaranteed renewable for life. One thing I wanted to mention, our products are commissionable for life. So definitely take advantage of that too. And check this out, there is no tobacco question on the application. So think about your life insurance product, maybe clients that's getting penalized because they smoke, right? On our final expense, we ask the tobacco question. Well, guess what? Now you have a product that doesn't ask for tobacco. So maybe you have a tobacco user that's being penalized and paying a much higher premium on a life insurance product. Now you can add another product that's not going to penalize them for tobacco.
Wow, that is huge.
Isn't it? I always point that out because I think of my dad. He smokes, and he got a quote for life insurance, and it was $80 a month. When I told him about cancer plan, he was super happy because he bought it for $30 a month because it didn't ask for tobacco. So another selling feature of this product, guys, it pays 100% for all cancers, invasive and non-invasive. That's a huge selling point. We're not going to spend too much time, again, on the details of this product, but again, David, his team, they're experts on all of these products. So if you guys need additional training or if you need help, definitely reach out and we'll make sure that you have everything you need to successfully sell these products. You know, my agents, David, they always ask, what can I do? How can I prepare? You know, how can I cross-sell more? And I always tell them, you just have to be prepared. You know, do you have a rate sheet on hand? Do you have a color for brochure? We make it super easy. You can print any of our colorful materials, applications, rates, brochures, consumer-facing brochures. We will print it for you at no charge. We will mail it to your house at no charge. You'll get it within days. And I'll show you quickly how to.
One thing I always like to mention to agents, and so you have the best understanding of what product you're dealing with, find yourself the agent guide. And so ask your marketer for the agent guide and read it, because there is every bit of information that you could ever possibly need to know inside of that agent guide. It's a quick read usually. It's you know, a great way to put yourself to sleep at night if you're having trouble sleeping, but it is a wealth of information and a way to just create a more professional approach for yourself and a very full understanding of what it is you're offering to your clients.
Yeah, I love that, David. Thank you for that. Very, very good. Let's jump another fun incentive that we have happening right now. So we have a cross-sale bonus. that's happening. And that's the reason why I wanted to add the cancer plan into this conversation. So for month of January, if you write a CIGNA Medicare supplement policy and you add a final expense or cancer, heart, or stroke, you will earn $50 bonus for each app. You guys definitely take advantage of that. If I have some of my CIGNA Medicare supplement agents on the line, we encourage you to go back to your existing book of business, and we encourage you to cross-sell these additional products. You know, how do you cross-sell successfully a second product, right? The best way to sell a second product to me is to sell the first one really well, right? So go back to your Medicare clients from the open enrollment season, from AEP. Ask them how they're doing. Check in with them. Ask them, did they receive their Medicare card? They will appreciate you because they're so used to getting signed up for something. Maybe they sign up over the phone and they never hear back from their agent. So it's so important for you guys to stay in touch with your clients, and this is one way you can do it. You know, hey, Mr. Client. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I hear all the time, we have clients who call the office or different situations where I end up on the phone with a client, and one of the main things that I hear, and literally the number one thing that I hear from clients is, well, I bought a, you know, whatever, and I have never heard from my agent again, and I need this or I need that, and so you're absolutely right, Maggie. Yeah.
You know, tell them, hey, Mr. Client, you were on my mind. You know, I wanted to wish you Happy New Year. By the way, when we talked last open enrollment or in November, I didn't have this product, but now I'm excited to tell you I have this Fortune 100 company product, and I'm excited. I wanted to personally call you and tell you about it. You know, another thing, I always encourage my agents, buy these products on yourself because we're all independent, right? You're independent agents. It doesn't hurt you to sign up for a cancer lump sum. I signed up for a cancer lump sum for myself. I have a $50,000 lump sum cancer plan. And for agents, you guys are getting commission. So you're selling it on yourself, but you're going to be more passionate about it. You're going to believe in the product, and you can tell your client, hey, by the way, I have this on myself. You know, final expense, same thing. Buy it on yourself, on your family, because like I said, you're always going to be more passionate talking about it. And I wanted to quickly share this story with you guys. I actually just left a meeting last week in Orlando. I met an agent that I met a year ago, and I told her, I said, buy the same thing as I'm telling you guys today. I said, buy this product on yourself because you're going to believe in it more. Guess what? She didn't buy the product for a couple of months. And then she goes, Maggie, one night I was laying in my bed and something just told me, hey, remember Maggie telling, like, just buy it on yourself. How can you talk to your clients about something that you don't even buy on yourself? So she purchased a cancer $65,000 lump sum cancer plan. 3 months later, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 3 breast cancer. She said she was crying to me in tears. She's like, Maggie, you don't understand what that $65,000 check did to my family at that time. So I always encourage my agents, buy these products on yourself, whether it's final expense, whether it's a cancer, heart, stroke, maybe you have heart attack in your family, buy a little heart policy. That's the first place I would start. And then you can see how easy it is. And like I said, you're always going to be more passionate about it. So another great incentive that we have at CIGNA, again, we put a lot of resources in our agents. So we have a trip incentive. Our final expense, if you sell our life insurance product, you guys will be qualified to go on this trip. So this year, we're going to Banff, Canada. Last year, we went to Ireland. We went to Dublin, Ireland. And all you have to do is basically sell $225,000 in annual credits. Now, keep in mind, whole life, final expense, cancer, heart attack, stroke, they're worth 3 credits. So you're getting times 3 for any time you sell the final expense, heart, stroke. And then obviously Medicare supplement is going to be worth 1 credit. This is a trip that you guys don't want to miss. It's a 5-star trip. It's usually at the 5-star resort. Last year in Dublin, we stayed at the K Club, where they had the World Cup, the golf championship. So it's pretty exclusive. You know, it's all taken care of, all paid for, and it's just our way of telling you guys thank you, our agent distribution. So again, keep in mind that
I have a lot of friends that went on a trip last year, and so I had a chance to sort of watch that trip from the Facebook associations that I have, and wow, you guys really do a good job on those trips.
Yeah, nice. That's awesome, Facebook. Yeah, everybody was sharing. But it's truly one. I mean, honestly, I have agents that sell CIGNA just for that reason. So really quickly, I'm going to show you how to log into our portal and how easily you can add all of these products to your conversation. Whether you want to sell CIGNA Final Expense or CIGNA Medicare Supplement, like I said, super hot competitive product in 40+ states, or you want to sell our top selling product, Cancer, this is how you do it.
Folks, be sure to stick around for this presentation because you will be blown away at how simple it is to make a transaction on this platform.
Right. Plus, we have one more incentive, right, that we have to discuss. So there's more to come. So you're going to log into agenttoviewsigna.com. Okay. First thing you see is the races on Bermuda. So for those of you that have missed the boat for Banff, Canada, next year we're going to Bermuda. So you guys can start writing from March 1. Anything that you write from March 1 to February of 2019, that's going to qualify you to go on a trip in 2019, which is to Bermuda. Again, you have the free leads for selling the life insurance product, so don't forget about that. All you have to do is sell a couple policies with CIGNA, and we're going to give you 1,000 lead drops, or we'll give you cash if you want to use any of your lead companies. Now let's go straight to the e-app, okay? I travel across the country. I always get the same feedback. Our e-app is one of a kind. It's unmatched. It's super easy. It's intuitive. It's sophisticated. It will make sure that your application is error-proof, error-free, and this is how simple it is to use it. So for you guys, you're not going to have this many options because I have the home office version. I have more options than you guys. But you're basically going to come here and click on one link. This is the only link that's going to be available to you guys. It's going to say, click here for ARLIC, Loyal, Medicare Supplement, Whole Life. Now, first thing I wanted to point out, My Express app, this is going to save all of your applications. How many of you guys would like to start the application? Maybe you get disconnected. Maybe you have to grab a dinner. Whatever happens, this is where you can store your application and go back and continue wherever you left off. So we store all of your application work. Now get started. Let's do Missouri zip code. I'm going to do a 65-year-old, and this is how simple it is. Quick quote. So I go straight into the quoting. So here's my first product that you're always going to see. It's going to be your Medicare Supplement. Super easy, right here, CIGNA Med Supp. I check the green checkbox. I select my plan, Plan G 158. Now, the really cool thing about CIGNA is that you can click Qualify Now, and you can actually pre-qualify somebody before you even waste time and go through the entire application. Before you even go and take their name and address and all of the, all of the demographics, you can actually click here and qualify them right away. So you're going to click Qualify Now, and these medical questions will actually feed over into the application. So you only have to ask these medical questions one time. And if your client is approved and we say, okay, to go, then that's going to feed into the application. Or it's going to tell them what the options are. This is a really good feature that I don't know many carriers have out there. At the top of the screen, it's always going to show you applicant's age, and it's always going to show you the total monthly premium. Now, talking about those complementary products that we just talked about, look at this, how simple. First product is your Flex Choice Cancer, Heart, and Stroke. That's your lump sum. And then second product is your individual life insurance product. So this is how easy it is to cross-sell and add additional products. And think about your commission. Think about for every Medicare supplement client that you sell or Medicare Advantage, right? You add on a cancer lump sum, you add on the whole life final expense, you're doubling your commission. So I'm going to click the individual whole life. I have a level benefit or a modified. But check this out. Underwriting questions, bam. I'm going to do it right up front. I go through my questions, and immediately it's going to tell me, is my client level or is my client modified benefit? It's that simple. And again, like I said, these questions will feed over straight to the application. If you look at the little couple holding a hand, that's basically adding a spouse. So think about this. I'm talking to my Medicare supplement clients, right? Hey, Mr. Client, your plan G is 158. By the way, do you have any life insurance? It's just a checkbox. It's just asking a question. So you guys are basically multiplying your commission. You're doubling, tripling your commission. And all you're doing is adding a checkbox and scrolling down to the next product. This is how easy it is. Now, let's talk about the flexible choice cancer. I talked to the agent that sold 200 policies by himself last year. What is the selling feature of the cancer, heart, and stroke? It's a lump sum, tax-free money. It's in your hand at the time you're diagnosed with cancer, heart attack, or stroke. That's how you sell it. An agent that sells probably more than anybody in the country, I asked him, I said, how do you do it? And this is what he said. I quote the MedSup, and I scroll down, and all I do is I say, would you like this with the additional cancer coverage? That's it. And he goes, Maggie, even if I know that they're going to say no, I still ask. All it is asking a question. The other thing that he points out, Mr. Client, Medicare supplement will pay the doctor, but this product right here will pay you. This is going to give you cash in your hand. And you know what's interesting? The agent that got diagnosed with breast cancer last week, that shared a story last week with me, she said, Maggie, it was so nice to get a check for $65,000, and it actually came to me and not the doctors. If you can imagine her cancer treatment, she shared her average cost, right, for the cancer. She had 6 rounds of chemo. Each round was $170,000. So she said it was so nice to actually get a check in my hand as opposed to insurance company paying the doctor. So that's how my top producer sells it. He says, hey, MedSup will pay the doctor, but this right here will give you cash in your hand. I can guarantee you, if you guys just ask the question, you're going to sell this product on 70% of your clients. And again, these products are commissionable for life. So again, on a cancer lump sum, another great feature that you guys have is the return of premium rider. So now you're basically putting money into a savings account. You're either going to die from maybe car accident, or you're going to get cancer and you're going to cash in your lump sum. Return of premium rider basically means that you're going to get every single penny back. So if you die as a primary applicant, your spouse will get every single penny back. Every penny that you put into this policy, your beneficiary gets it back. So it's almost like it now starts to look like a little life insurance final expense addition. Again, this is how simple final expense is. You're going to ask, hey, do you have life insurance products? And I always encourage brokers, when your clients tell you, oh, yeah, I have a life insurance, you know, for $200,000. Think how much time it will take when that client passes away, right? Think how much time it will take to get that check. With this small final expense policy, checks are paid very quickly, usually within 5 days. So this is something that can, you know, last you while you get the big check, while you get the big while you go through the claim process. So it's that simple, right? So you have, if you want to add a spouse, you click on the little picture right here. You also have a brochure. See the little color for brochure? I click on it. It opens up the color for brochure. If I'm not sure how the product works, it's going to tell me everything I need to know right here. And then if I'm ready to take the application, I just click complete the app. And that's it. I checked my whole life product. I checked my Medicare supplement, and I also added a cancer lump sum on this client. So I pretty much tripled my Medicare supplement commission, and I'm doing it all in one application with a click of a mouse. And that's it.
I absolutely love that entry system.
Yeah, it's super easy. You're basically checkboxing, and then you scroll down and you complete the application. One app for all 3 products, you're done. When these products are issued, they're usually issued within a day. I have clients that tell me their cancer plan was issued within 2 hours, because automatically from here, it goes into the underwriting process and it's being issued immediately. Again, all of these products are simplified underwriting. So if you answer questions no, you're approved.
So Maggie, I wanted to make sure we've got a little bit of time for some questions. So why don't we give a moment for, unless you've got something else you need to cover. No. I don't want to cut you off.
No, that's good. Yeah, let's hear questions, feedback. We love to hear from you guys. I know this is a lot of info. So
before, we're going to give you a second to kind of, enter your questions into the chat window if you haven't done so already. In the meantime, while that's happening, I want to make sure that we talk about the incentive. We've got a pool of cash that we want to make sure you know that there's money out there for apps. And Maggie, do you have that information as to the contest details?
Yes, super exciting. So we were actually giving a cash bonus, right? We have $500. So we were giving $300 to the agents that attended this webinar, right? And it issues 5 pieces of business. Now remember, 5 pieces of business will also earn you that lead drops plus, whatever you get with the AmeriLife. But from CIGNA, it's a $300 cash bonus for the agents to write first 5 applications of CIGNA Whole Life Final Expense Plan. And then second person will get additional $200.
So good. That means get on the stick and get some apps in the system. Let us know that you've written them. Be sure to call your marketer and make sure that they know that you have just submitted an app with CIGNA so that we can notate the time frame. I want to thank everybody for jumping on too, but before we let everybody go, let's go ahead and read some of the questions off there, Marissa.
One of the questions is for the cancer plan. Is it first time cancer? What if somebody had breast cancer several years ago and does not take any medication and is cancer free?
Yeah, so that's a good question. Our look back is 10 years. A lot of carriers out there will say, have you had cancer ever? And then if you say yes, then you're disqualified. With CIGNA, as long as the cancer was over 10 years ago, we will take you and we will approve you and pay the benefit right away. Now, also this lump sum, you can add a cancer recurrence rider for extra $1 a month, and you can actually ensure that you get more than 1 lump sum in a lifetime. So if you get cancer 2 years from now, you're going to get more benefit. So you just have to add a recurrence rider for extra $1 or so a month.
Next question.
Do the rates increase over time for cancer, heart, and stroke?
Excellent question. So the rates are locked in at the issue age, so we will never increase the client's rate based on their age or based on their claims. The only time we'll increase it is if we increase the entire block of business. And I can tell you we have not had the rate increase in 7 years. So you can see these blocks are very stable. So it's not a product that you're going to have to worry about every year increasing the rate. No. Good question.
Next question.
how long does it take to pay out?
Very quickly. So that's the thing about CIGNA. You know, I think in general speaking, CIGNA is always known as a carrier to pay their claims really fast. Typically, we say within 5 days. With a lump sum cancer, you're going to have a sheet of paper that the doctor signs, and that's it. It basically signs the doctor that diagnosed you, and it goes through the claim process. So the quick cash payout. And that's really the selling feature of this product, that you're telling the client, here's the cash benefit, and it's going to be in your hand at the time you're diagnosed. And then you use that money however you like.
Any additional questions, Marissa?
Does the MedSup health questions drop down to an ARLIC substandard app if that client is approved for ARLIC versus CIGNA?
Right, yeah, so we do, that's a good question. So there are states where we have substandard underwriting, and basically what it means is that if you have a client that maybe it has one of the conditions that are typically declinable, like diabetes with neuropathy, cirrhosis of liver, tobacco user with blood pressure medicine, we will accept that client. And here's the map. In all of the states where we have a star, and it does drop into ARLIC substandard, correct. So on the application, you have the ability to pre-qualify your client, and it will tell you if it goes to the substandard underwriting. Good questions.
Yep. Any additional questions?
Could you go over the qualifications for the life mailers again?
Yeah, for sure. So the life mailer, the way it works is if you sell $3,000 in annual premium of our life insurance product. So think about this. You sell 4 or 5 final expense policies. And let's say those 4 or 5 policies basically add up to $3,000 in annual premium, right? Then you're going to get either 1,000 lead drops, or you can tell us, Maggie, I want cash, and we will give you $460, and you can use that money on maybe your own lead drop. So hopefully that helps. And David, we'll share this presentation with you so you have more information here. And also remember, all of the information can be found on our broker portal, agentviewsigna.com.
Well, that's great. If there are any additional questions, we're going to go ahead and cut it short at this point. I will address those once we close the webinar, and I'll send out the any questions we haven't answered to this point. I will send out the answers via email. Before everybody goes, I want to make sure that I thank CIGNA and sending Maggie over to entertain us for a little while and give us such great valuable information. I absolutely love your order entry platform, and I love the simplicity of being able to work efficiently inside of your system and make multiple sales. So thank you so much for being able to get here today and share that stuff with us. Also, we've got continuing events happening. Next week, we've got 2 great partners with LifeShield and Mutual of Omaha. LifeShield is on Wednesday, and Thursday is Mutual of Omaha. And so we're really excited to continue our series and continue to bring you more and more valuable learning opportunities. So once again, Maggie, thank you so much for coming today. Thank you to everybody that attended the webinar, and thank you, Marissa, for helping us by moderating. So with that being said,
awesome.
Maggie, do you have anything to close with?
No, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely. We loved having you, and I hope everybody has a fantastic day. And don't forget, life is good. Sell it.